Verse 88, Viveka chudamani. Made up of gross elements formed by the combination of the subtle elements and ordered by past actions, this gross body is a seat of experience for the self, the state in which it perceives gross objects in its waking condition. This verse beautifully captures the dual reality in Advaita Vedanta. The self as pure consciousness versus the body-mind complex as its instrument. Swami Nikhilananda clarifies that this verse is defining the gross body and its role in spiritual inquiry. He writes on this verse, origin of the gross body. The gross body is produced from the grossified elements, pañcīkṛtebhyo. These elements arise from the subtle elements through a specific process of combination. We went through this combination elaborately in the blog posts under the theme Tattva Bodha. The immediate cause of the gross body is past karma, prarabdha karma. Thus, the body is not accidental, not created by the self, but it is the result of past actions. Number second, purpose of the gross body. The body is described as an instrument or field of experience. The Atman itself is actionless and unattached. Experiences of pleasure and pain belong not to the self, but to the body-mind complex. The body is only a medium, not the experiencer in the ultimate sense. Number three, connection with the waking state. The verse links the gross body specifically to the waking state. In this state, the senses function. External gross objects are perceived. The waking state depends entirely on the gross body and sense organs. Without the gross body, the waking experience is not possible. The seeker must clearly distinguish between self and body, witness versus instrument. Since the body is produced, the body is changeable, it is dependent on karma, it cannot be the self, which is unborn and eternal. Next, spiritual implication. Identification with the gross body leads to bondage. Right knowledge begins when one sees the body as an object known to me, not what really me. That is, the body is separate from me. Like Swami always points out at the kerchief, and then he throws the kerchief on the table and says, this is the kerchief. I am seeing the kerchief, I am not the kerchief. Similarly, through the body, sense, mind complex, the self experiences in the waking state, but the self is not the body. In the Vairagya Shatakam, Brihatri tells in a wonderful shloka thus: he thanks all the elements at the time of death and writes, O Mother Earth, thank you for giving this physical body. O water, thank you for giving water for me to live. O Agni Tattvam, you are like my Bandhu. You have lent a portion of yours. I have used it and I am fulfilled because of the use. Because I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. My work is over. So whatever I have taken on rent, I am returning. So Brihatri writes that thanking all the five elements, the body, mind, complex, everything, for the help they have rendered in me to experience the self. He often explains in various sessions how all the five elements, how the creation and ultimately even the awareness of awareness, how they all prostrate and they leave the self. In one line, the verse is summarized thus: the gross body is a karmic product meant only for experience in the waking state and must be negated to realize the true self. Thus, this verse lays down the foundation for discrimination, Viveka, which is the central theme of Vivek Chudamani. Knowing what is real, that is self, and what is transient, that is body, mind, senses. Anything gross must necessarily rise from the previous condition of the subtle existence. The five gross elements that can be perceived by the sense organs must have arisen from the previous condition of subtlety, which is tanmatras. The theory that explains how these five subtle elements from their nascent condition have grossified is called pañcīkṛtebhyo, as has already been explained in various other prakarana granthas, including Tattvabodha. So, in the previous 87th verse, Acharya Shankara condemned the body, and in the commentary we went through that we should not condemn, we should reuse it in the right sense. So here the tables are turned and we give a positive end to the gross body, that they are all given to us to experience in the waking state, and then proceeding from the waking state gradually to the deep sleep state, and then going beyond the deep sleep state and realizing that me, the pure consciousness, is the eternal witness in all the three states of consciousness. And with this realization, though we may continue, the Jivan Mukta may still continue with using his body, still the awareness of using the body, the awareness of the purpose of the body-mind complex, all that is transcendent, and he abides truly in his self, the self. Love.